I'm Robert Gottis, Founder and Chief Technology Officer of Berlin Energy Corp. Berlin Energy is refining a control system and catalyst rod manufacturing process that can stimulate an LENR reaction in transition metal catalysts. This technology provides the nuclear equivalent of a gas pedal. It is already able to start the reaction, turn it up, and turn it down, all the way to off. The response time of the system is quite fast, providing real-time control of the energy generated at any point in time. This type of control is an absolute requirement of any truly useful and scalable energy technology. We have filed international and domestic patents, and several international patents have already been granted. Due to the 20-year limit on patent protection, we have very few filings at this point. This was done in order to retain the majority of our IP as trade secret until the U.S. blockade based on lack of utility is lifted. The blockade by the USPTO, driven by academic insistence that the phenomena is not possible based on well-known physics, that's a direct quote from examiners, has delayed the launch of this technology by well over a decade due to the trouble in raising money with no patents. Initial commercialization will be for heating applications. All team members at Berlin Energy have multidisciplinary backgrounds, and many come from industry with an emphasis on manufacturability. The center graphics show our technology integrated into an industry-standard shell and tube heat exchanger, and then that heat exchanger integrated with the Stirling engine power generation system. Our technology development is utilizing something called Design for Manufacturing, or DFM, best practices, to allow scaling in both magnitude of output and production volumes. All manufacturing uses industry-standard processes with modifications to our requirements. We anticipate initial catalyst rod production requirements of approximately 50,000 per month at a cost of approximately $48 per catalyst rod to the OEMs using our technology. But those numbers will have to ramp up quickly as the technology is adopted by multiple OEMs. Recognition of this fact is the driving force behind the use of DFM in the technology development phase. Also, in recognition of this fact, we have chosen a licensing model where the manufacturing can take place in multiple regions to supply regional OEMs. The 50,000 catalyst rods per month is a portion of one product replacement market. One of the most prestigious international medical institutes in the world is working with us to pull our technology forward through one of the top boiler manufacturers in the world. This has already resulted in a letter of intent from that company. Berlin Energy will grant manufacturing licenses for the catalyst rods to regional OEMs. The requirements for this technology will create a large number of manufacturing jobs around the world. There will be additional licenses for manufacturing of the electronics. Licensees will also be selected to design and build the rest of plant for each specific market. We currently have distribution licenses with upfront payments in Canada, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. The HHT trademark stands for hydrogen hot tube, which will allow the catalyst rod to operate at up to 700 degrees Celsius. Catalyst rod assemblies have the same form factor as fission fuel rods. As I started work on this project and the requirements for the technology to scale, part of design for manufacturing, it became apparent why fuel rods in nuclear power plants have the form factor they do. This form factor was driven by the thermodynamics of heat transfer. Whether it's a single rod for a home space heater, a small bundle of rods for hydronic heating, or large bundles for power generation, our design allows for scaling to all of these requirements. Our IP can be safely used in all applications requiring high-quality, non-polluting heat. Because of the energy density of hydrogen as a nuclear fuel, many smaller applications of HHT technology will ship with fuel to sustain its operation for 5 to 10 years, or several 100,000 miles. For large-scale power generation, the hydrogen can be generated on-site as a parasitic load. The LENR phenomena will become a technology and change the world. The question is whether it will be sooner or later. This last slide is for some additional information and to contact us. Thank you for your time.